Oh, we looking a little sturdy here on this Friday night. SmackDown. We got the backbone of SmackDown strutting down to the ring, Raquel Gonzalez. And she's going to be fighting against a new face here on SmackDown.
Someone who you drafted, actually.
Undrafted. Because it's all about the money. Made a brief appearance, I'm pretty sure, at Money in the Bank as well, too. She was in the Money in the Bank. Along with...
She was, yeah. So you
right.
didn't draft her, you signed her as a free agent. My bad.
Because Mela is money.
Who did I get out of that women's
You
match?
got Kaylee Ray.
That was it. I'm a Kaylee Ray fan. Or Ember Fire, that's her, or something, Alba Fire.
Alba Fire.
I actually like it. I didn't think I would. It's grown on me.
It's slowly. Honestly, they're changing the names for the Grizzled Young Veterans, too.
What are they changing it to? You mentioned that earlier.
James Drake is Jagger Reed. And
James Drake was a good name.
And Zach Gibson is Rip Fowler.
Are they changing the actual tag team name? Or still Grizzled Young?
Well, they're with Joe Gacy now. They're supposedly supposed to be the Druids that Joe Gacy's been walking around with.
Jesus. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Grizzly Young Veterans soon to be out of like.
I miss Black and Gold. That's all I'm gonna say.
See, okay, so like I broke down NXT into like phases, and NXT phases always like show you the way the main roster is going. And I think like Black and Gold, the Black and Gold brand was like it was good, but I'd say arguably during the Black and Gold era, we also got some of our best matches on main roster. And like with this, with this 2.0 like revitalization, they're very much headed into a point now where it's like
it feels like the new generation between the Attitude Era and the Hogan era.
Yeah, that weird in between where like, because
the crazy part is they had so many people with the NXT, starting from back when like Bo Dallas was champion even. So many people that have come through NXT. You could have had the greatest professional wrestling show ever. And my opinion, they had some of the best fucking shows with NXT. But then, like, so many guys got squandered on main.
Carmella showing that technical crown.
Like, her submission is one of my favorite. The Code of Silence.
Mm-hmm.
I love that
too.
Everyone forgets that Carmella's original, like, her character's backstory, her father is a mobster. Her actual dad was a jobber in the WWF. Yeah. So that was that was her like NXT like part of her NXT character. Yes, she worked at a hair salon that she got fired at because of Enzo and Cass dumping Nair on a fucking dog. But her dad was a mobster. That's why the finisher's called the Code of Silence. That's I've considered doing videos on this channel of like going through wrestlers' character, like their lore, like taking a wrestler like
that's like
El Generico and talk about from his debut till his death. Rest in peace to my boy El Generico,
saving all the kids in Mexico.
Yeah, I can't believe he died doing that. What a tragic accident.
He's a hero.
Yeah,
heard he had hell of a kick.
You ask Colt Cabana, he eats children, so that's
bang.
What is it? Oh my.
With the laying pin. The lazily. Oh, I love the cocky pin.
Feeling some things for a minute there. That's... I don't blame Corey Graves. That's...
Oh, but like, can you imagine that if we did...
I don't recognize the music.
I'm not
Is it
familiar.
Casey, maybe?
I feel like that could either be Casey or it's not Indy. Indy comes out to the way.
Does she?
I'm pretty sure she comes out.
I know she's got the Index as their Titantron, which I love. That was my favorite. So that's why, I'm about to leak some DMs real quick. In our group chat, Carmella. I'll leak the DMs in the next match.
Mella's money.
Starting off with the slow-mo, I forgot to hit the unpause button. There ain't no make-believe. Here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Johnny Friday Nights, Johnny SmackDown. Looking to
there we go. He's officially passed Brutus the Barber Beefcake for the most ring names if you add Johnny SmackDown. Fun fact, The record holder for the most ring names on Wikipedia was Brutus the Barber Beefcake with 18. He has just tied him with his newest one. He just needs
Because
one
Johnny...
more. It wasn't
Wait.
Johnny Elite. It was Johnny something.
Johnny Honor.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
That would be number 19.
He's gonna be Johnny Honor.
That'd be number 19. All right, so back to these leaked DMs that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Brady in our group chat was saying that Austin Theory ain't ready for a main event push.
That man's all day. That man's
My counter to that is his fucking work in NXT. The dude killed it in the way. Two-time US?
No. He's only held 2 belts.
Okay. Look at this. Attire, by the way. I figured you'd fucking like this. I made sure to choose the red one, or choose the blue one. He has a red one as well. But,
Ricochet.
But yeah, saying that our boy Austin Theory, who by the way will be competing in Starrcade against Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin.
The Minnesota stretching group.
Against the Conspiracy Theory.
Which is
best name, right? Oh, that was a cool little neck breaker.
Oh, but also flipping through Ricochet's like Wikipedia.
He's won a lot of shit.
Throughout definitely other promotions like Raw Observers.
Whoa!
Power bomb. The Wrestling Observer's best high flying wrestler for 2011, 2014, and 2015.
That's right.
He had the best wrestling maneuver for 2010 and 2011 with a double rotation moonsault, which was...
Yes. You know he didn't make that move. Do you know who... Just a little... What a fucking move that is. That
the handspring?
Forward, back,
it's basically like a
kick.
target. Like, he rarely misses it.
So, do you know who invented that double rotation moonsault?
I want to say Sabu?
No.
A
little bit more recent than Sabu. It was in the U.S. It was in Ring of Honor.
Pac?
Nope. From the heavens. Jack fucking Evans, baby.
Jack Evans, like
he's so good, but he like got on main stage with AEW at like an older age that even he admitted like he outright said he got lazy.
Yeah. Him and Helico I think said the same thing.
And Helico they extended his contract. I think they have plans for him.
No, then it's Jack Evans because it was the one with Chris Van Fleet, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jack Evans outright said that he got lazy.
I think
he's done good in Impact so far.
I'd say with a lot of wrestlers too, sometimes it's like company chemistry. Like there are just some wrestlers that are like
that work better in certain.
Like that's what, and I think that's like I'm not saying that's like the whole problem with WWE, but I think that's a good like for some wrestlers that's a good like 30% of the problem is that they just don't fit in the WWE system. Not saying that like they couldn't like
it's very promo heavy.
Like
what? Is it Miz? Maybe?
No.
It was Miz!
And he gets out the ring before the wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we've been gone for a while, but I can promise you the SmackDown ref will be back eventually. These free agents.
1, 2.
Oh. That obviously wasn't 2010 Miz then.
Who did he screw over as 2010 Miz earlier in the season?
Oh, I think it was. I want to say it was Cena.
It might have been Cena.
Because there was something where it was another like it was just poetry writing itself. But also back to Ricochet's Wikipedia, he was the best flying wrestler of the decade for the 2010s.
You know what? I would actually agree with that.
And then
he had Lucha Underground in the 2010s.
These past 2 recent years, he's been the Wrestling Observer's most underrated wrestler.
I'd also agree with that.
For 2020 and 2021. But in WWE, he has won...
Who would you say gets 22s?
Underrated?
Yeah, because I don't think he's underrated this year. He was the IC champ for most of it. Has had bangers with everybody he's faced.
Underrated. Sheamus.
That'd be a good one. Christian Cage.
I don't think he's underrated. Like he can't underrate him. People are already calling like his promo of calling out Jungle Boy's like dead father like promo of the year.
All of his promos have been bangers so far. You know.
Ooh, recoil.
You know what I think should get the under. Wow.
Ricochet.
Wow.
Off the recoil.
And Helico most underrated of the year. That's my guess. I think he might be injured right now, actually. Wow, Ricochet getting the big win, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next match for Friday Night SmackDown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some tag team wrestling for you coming up. Two men from the top of that lovely Mustache Mountain strutting down to fight a couple goons from the penitentiary.
That's why I got the mustache. I went and got a haircut like a month and a half ago, right before I got COVID, and she trimmed the mustache without asking. And I'm so mad, so I can't do the
curl.
I can't do the proper curl anymore. It's growing back out, but yeah.
Man, but for this one, I mean, now going back, these two tag teams have some history.
The fastest match in universe mode. Is it the I don't know. I think the fastest was actually the Briscoes versus the Men of the Year. I think the Briscoes squashed the Men of the Year even quicker in the Dusty Cup.
Really? Because like all it took was one Uso splash and Trent was.
It was fast. It was like 2.5 minutes. It was the fastest I've seen, at least on NXT.
Oh, but Jay coming away with.
So we gotta check Jimmy.
Yes.
Jimmy in the jacket.
Jimmy in the jacket.
And see if he's got the cross.
He doesn't.
Yeah, so that'd be Jim or Jay on the right then?
Yeah.
This is oh my god, such a
yeah. Jay on the right. Jimmy's fighting Tyler. Jay's fighting.
All right, so if this is another squash match, then I'm gonna feel so bad for.
But Tyler's
look how sick is a Tyler.
Yeah, his gear is killing it.
Yeah, so I made that for the WWE one that never happened. Shout out File Corruption for that one.
Tyler.
I know what the issue was. The issue was the editing program I was using. Fucked it up. So now I'm going to go back to using Sony Vegas, which takes longer, but I don't have to worry about corruption. Yeah. And once I get the new computer, then I definitely won't have to worry about corruption because everything is top. Like, I'm getting a fucking 3080 graphics card. Back there, we got the brand new Ryzen 9.
Oh, is that the small box?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got everything over there is like top shit. It's going to be water cooled. I'm getting 64 gigabytes of RAM instead of... Admittedly, the glowing ones are coming out. You will still have 16 in the computer. So you'll have more than enough RAM. But yeah, it's a nice little...
It's not like it's gonna be used for like editing for like filming and like very, very low.
Yeah, it does well editing wise. I'm considering, as you can see the tripod next to you, like I said, I'm considering doing some live YouTube videos for the channel. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do. I have so many ideas. It's just implementing them. I'd like to do maybe a series detailing storylines. I already have a full out script written for Mae Young's child.
See, I'm down to do. Oh my god, 1-2. Ooh,
Even
Tyler, Jimmy had to snap back into it.
Like,
what? Superman punch.
But yeah, I was gonna call
Bait with the DDT.
I was gonna call the video "The Time a Woman Gave Birth to a Hand," and just clickbait the shit out of that. Missing the shooting star. But the other idea was going through, taking a wrestler like a gimmick, like Husky Harris, and talking through their story.
Yeah, it's like what culture, like retrospectives.
Basically, yeah. Hey, no, you kidding me? Fuck this ref. He's fired. He's gone.
He has to be at this point.
You're gone.
Tyler,
you're about to be like Rey Mysterio. Fired.
My hands on the rope. The Usos remain undefeated. I don't think they...
Oh my god.
Wait, I don't think there's a team yet to beat the Usos.
God damn it.
Down since day one. And it is time for that main event, and I'm starting to hear a couple of voices. And that can only mean Randy Orton is nearby.
Do you talk to them?
You know, I console them sometimes.
They understand.
They're like the wise men. Like,
so I just noticed I have this flashlight sitting on the desk. Fun fact.
It's a UV.
I don't know where the fuck this came from. I don't know where I got a UV light from. I'll just make sure that alright, we're good.
He just starts saying everything. It's like, I gotta see. He's like,
and of course, Randy Orton, he's not gonna have some easy task against.
Oh no, the problems for him are
limitless.
Because there's only one big man walking down there, big man that moves like a cruiserweight.
Keith Lee. Feels good to be back in the groove, man.
Yeah. Hey, I can't help. Keith Lee is like second spirit animal behind Big E. Like,
yeah. Oh my god. Do you talk like Keith Lee though? That's the real question.
Drop my voice like 2 octaves.
I meant vocabulary.
Oh, like his vocabulary on a good day. Good day.
What was the Keith Lee meme that was going around on Twitter? Like Keith Lee, the type to.
Oh yeah, like everybody's saying how like humbling Keith Lee is. Like he's the type to like read a Sunday comic paper and just be like, "Oh, you silly scoundrel."
Oh yeah, Keith Lee was great. I can't believe he won the tag titles.
I mean, I'm glad that at least he's actually won a title in another company. That anytime like a superstar like leaves like another company, like it's always like good to see them pop up somewhere else. But like part of me, ooh, big crossbody off the top, vintage Orton. Like them winning a title to me it creates a little bit more cadence because like for instance like Ruby Soho, like everybody's been so hyped to see her like in AEW. Like she's
done good.
Like she's been doing like crushing like killing. She's been good, but it's also just been like.
Well, I think the thing too you got to remember, nobody should come into a company and immediately win the title unless I have one person from WWE that if they crossed over should immediately Finn Balor should come over, and if he came to AEW, I don't care who your champ is. He should immediately, at the very least, get TNT title. But I think he should get world title.
I can agree with that.
And AJ Styles.
I mean, yeah, AJ's legend status.
AJ is the reason Bullet Club became what it was.
Yeah, AJ Styles and like Randy Orton, they're like legend status at this point.
Yeah,
like they're the type that could go in any promotion and like be your world champion.
Absolutely.
Like.
And Keith Lee, on the other hand, is the kind of guy that would describe a meal as succulent.
Hey, I mean, if you're cooking for somebody and they're just like, that was a succulent meal, I don't hear that word often. I take a special pride in that. All the Orton stomps. Stomping on every joint in the body. Oh. No, but,
Lord.
Like,
RKO!
Oh, could that be it? Keith Lee's busted open, too.
As you can see.
Wait a minute.
What the hell is the ref doing back?
Oh.
We clicked the SmackDown ref.
There has to be some bigger works. This ref has to be hacking. This ref has to be. Oh, type C.
I have a charger already over here.
But like, for instance, like going back to like Ruby Soho, like Jade Cargill winning that TBS title was great for her. Like initially, just like being like
it still
kind of
great.
Like. I mean, it still is great, but also, I feel like she would have gotten better heel heat to like have Ruby even having that title and having it for like 3 months while you're building Jade up,
and then Jade takes it from her.
And because through those 3 months, 4 weeks each month. Like 12 weeks. So if she's on, let's say she's on 2 shows each week, she's on like maybe like
Dark and a Rampage.
Yeah, a Dark and a Rampage, or an AEW and like AEW and a accoutrement. So she's so 2 in those 2. That's 24 matches. So she's 24-0. So obviously at that point you're making her like, who's going to stop her? And then just have it building the story where it's not Ruby dodging her, there's just always somebody trying to cut in front of her.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where, you know, as built and as jacked as she is, she can come across as just like a vicious monster.
Yeah. Do the Goldberg build where she doesn't win the title until later in the streak.
Yeah, like
instead of she won it very early on in the streak.
That way, at that 3 months out of like all in or all out or a double or nothing, you have her going against Ruby, and now there's this tension of just like Ruby's been going through these past 3 months. She's been going through like Ty Conti, Jamie Hayter, maybe a Britt Baker match to like, yeah, maybe like, you know, yeah, just like any combination of that.
So not Britt Baker, because they don't let Britt lose.
That's what I was saying.
Holy shit!
Keith Lee with the diving elbow and then no sound. He just gets up like nothing happened. Just like, oh, missed that one.
Oh man.
Oh, Orton with following neck breaker.
So what I'm scared they're gonna do, I'm terrified that they're gonna have Athena be the one to beat Jade. She shouldn't. I love Athena. Great wrestler. Chris Statlander fucking deserves it. And that's the crazy part. That's what the fans want too.
Because they've been the ones like in the main feud, like
yeah. Well, she's been dodging Statlander.
Yeah,
and people wanted Statlander to be the one to take the title off of Britt. I thought Britt Baker had a solid. Rosa's run has been very disappointing.
Yeah, like apparently I have to go back and watch her match out at Rev Pro because apparently that was like amazing. That was like amazing.
She's a good wrestler. She just
second RKO.
That's got to be it for Keith Lee.
1, 2, 3.
Indubitably.
That's like Keith Lee's third loss. Like Keith, this can't be sitting well on the
what
big
is up
man's
with
heart.
I have Walter on a losing streak. You got Keith Lee on a losing streak.
I don't know.
He's not a losing streak because he did beat Ricochet.
Yeah, Keith Lee.
And, Walter probably would have won if it wasn't for Batista. But, hey, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in. Obviously, we got TakeOver Portland coming up next. But,
and then this week, you got Starcade.
Baby!
Throwing it back to a little old school with that new flavor.
I'm excited for it.